Yo, what is up, everybody? We are back for episode 14 of When Life Gives You Tangerines. So, last episode, Gum-young got married. Very emotional episode. Gwan-sik had to give his pride and joy away, but it was very beautiful at the same time. We ended with Young being pulled up on by some goons. I feel like they're possibly loan sharks, but I guess we'll see. We're gonna jump into the episode called Spread Your Wings and Fly.
애초에 걔는 다 들고 꼴찌라서 싫어한 줄 알아? 걔 10살 때도 우리 집 왔다가 네 아버지 워시에 훔쳐갔어.
내 워시액을? 왜?
지금 딴 거보다 불청사기가 문제라고. 그 아줌마는 구라도 정도껏이지 그까짓 게 무슨 진폭력분 나가서 7천 감정 받은 거라고.
Bro, what is going on?
하필 저녁이랑 하필 전당포를
그게 전당포 탓이야? IMF 탓이지? IMF 올라니까 신호 금모으기, 그놈의 금모으기! 나라가 원투펀치 때려버리는데 내가 어떻게?
나라가 널 내서 전당포 차리고 그놈의 한방
아버지처럼 살기 싫어서 그랬어요. 형편껏 딱 가진 만큼 그게 싫어서요.
양명
뭘 줬는데요? 나한테 우리 아들 최고다 해준 적 있어?
So that's
Okay, we
where it
go,
always
the
stems
fallout.
from. Is
Yeah.
just the other sibling. That's where it really.
다 잘해. 그 소리 해줘봤어?
That's where his resentment comes from. Not that they didn't have any money, but just because he felt less than his other sibling.
나 좀 봐달라고 그랬다 왜?
Damn.
잘해줘.
Oh.
That's not right at all.
But I do like that they're showing that they're not perfect parents and they're flawed.
너 생일 3일 뒤다. 생일 없다고 생각.
That's not fair.
And that too, you know, the gender role.
못 산다.
Like you're the boy.
You would think they'd hold this son even closer and tighter
Yeah.
because they lost one.
분명히 나와.
도대체 뭐 그러는 거야? 봐봐. 동명이 때문에 엄마 아빠 가슴에 대포 구면 뻔났지. 이러면 사람이 살겠냐? 너 어쩌다 숙제 잘하면 참 잘했어요 도장 찍어주지. 수도 없이 찍어서 메꿔야 돼. 맨날 계속해서 메꿔야 돼.
So that's where some of her motivation comes from. Like do well and excel at things so that it feels like the void that they have.
봐봐. 너 뭐 맞았는지 한번 봐봐.
10점이 나올랐네.
Oh,
가정 하나 틀렸어.
I got one wrong. Oh man, look at you, my perfect daughter.
내가 걔야? 이 집 잔반 차리러 키워? 나 돈가스 더 줘. 그리고 새로 튀겨.
나도 짧고 시험 때잖아. 너 진짜 왜 그래 왜? 벌써 사춘기야?
Yo, I'm not even mad at the kid, to be honest.
I just see both sides of it. The mom's like, they work really hard, like you cut them some slack. But also, he should have access to the same things that they have access to.
내가 벤츠 사준다니까?
Aw. Aw, I'm about your Mercedes.
엄마 자판 딱 적게.
He likes that response he got from her.
내가 딱.
아이고 어느새
Oh, doubt. There it goes.
깨먹고 산수 갑산을 다 돌겠네. 아이 헛풍선아.
She also respects actions over talk. She's like, your sister just does and doesn't say, oh, I'm going to go do this and I'm going to do that. Whereas he'll be like,
But it kind of sucks. Like he says he's
Yes.
gonna do something nice, and
I
then she
agree.
brings it back to the sister.
무심코 나온 물기 없는 말들이.
Yeah.
yeah, but she
Carelessly spoken
understands
dry
that now.
words. Yeah.
형이는 진짜 치사한 거야. 애를 평생 못 크게 하더라고.
엄마의 오랜 불안이 이루어졌다.
안 무서워?
근데 낳는 것보다 낳고 나서가 더 쫄려.
Mhm.
보고 큰 게 없으니까.
엄마 어떻게 하나 모를까 봐.
사춘기 때는 어떻게 해줘? 사실 제일 쫄리는 거는 내가 엄마 할 줄 몰라서 상처 줄까 봐.
Her worst fear.
진짜 조그만 게
너는 그럴 수가 없는 사람이야.
진짜.
Part of what happened, you know, unintentionally was
제일 이로 주는 줄 알아?
she ended up living vicariously through Gum Young a little bit.
엄마 아버지가 그렇게 키웠잖아.
But also, you know, I understand your parents are gonna make mistakes. They're not gonna be the best all the time, but there is still a level of accountability at that age where it's like, okay, I understand your parents were perfect,
엄마는
but your decisions are still your decisions.
멍텅구리 같은 놈.
나 빼내지 마요. 전화에 고래 새끼 몸으로 때우려니까.
아버지, 아버지,
Oh,
됐다고.
좀 달라고. 나 좀 달라고 좀.
she's gonna get her man out.
엄마 깨놨냐?
He's like,
어떻게
kick
내거
her
있잖아.
out.
유서 그거 지금
Crazy.
나보고 오빠라지 않라고?
죄진 놈을 잡으라 그래. 죄악 때문에 돈을 왜 내?
지금 거 없단 말이야. 잘살라고 그러는 거라고.
죄 없으면 나오고.
아버지 딸보다 돈이 위지?
위지 100번 위지.
Damn.
계장은 시켜줘만 자. 그거 돈이 다 해줘. 돈이 효도해.
But in his mind, he's like, the only purpose I serve to y'all is money. So he was like, y'all don't like me. So
But he's a piece of shit.
He
Don't
is.
defend this guy. What the
I'm
fuck?
not defending him, but I'm just saying it tracks with
내가 우리
his
신은 뭐가 될지
personality.
모르지? 아빠 딸은 달구지도 안 되더라고.
She's like, you haven't done anything for me my whole life. The least you can do is help me with this one situation. The both of them are dealing with the same thing.
But the only difference is he actually has the money. The other family doesn't.
야, 너 나가서 100원이라도 벌어봤어?
그런 거 100억 갖고도 못 사. 억만큼 줘도 못 빼.
Yes.
내가 더 생각 있어.
만들고 나면 딱 가격표 붙지. 사람 가격표는 부산길이 인생 얼마짜리 인생으로 남을지 오늘부터 잠 못 자고 불안해해봐.
Yeah.
네 아들이 들고 진 거를 왜 얘 아들이 갖고? 우리 철영이도 일장보면 피해자요. 죄피 받지.
Wow.
분명히 하고 댕기는 오락선이만 가서
Yeah.
가져놨어.
Listen, none of these people have accountability for their own, for the children.
나도 그 잘난 아들 덕에 지금 가게 간판까지 바꿀 판이니까. 훔쳐 사기 파란 TV 사주시냐? 근거 없이 사주시냐?
Oh.
철영이가 왜 그따운 줄 알겠네. 그럼 은명이는 여고중퇴 엄마 닮아 옥살이 하나?
People are trash. Yeah, she deserved that. I would have did the same effing thing. The slow
Yo,
motion beat.
that was like,
It's crazy.
너 신영이라며! 애수가 일단 놓고 눈에 뵈는 거 없어!
he was like, I'll kill you.
광내 또 많네.
That's the first time they ever seen her like that. Damn.
엄마는 태어나 처음 남의 머리채를 잡았다.
She said, you finna pitch in to get my son out.
이제 네가 저 갈수록 세져. 아빠가 갈수록 연약해지지.
And she took her ring.
제가?
Yeah, gotta go make some money.
그 집 아들도 맨날 노래를 하대. 인생 한 방이라고.
들은 놈의 IMF 진짜. 요새 내가 배달도 좀 봐야 돼갖고.
야, 쌤, 저 돈 좀.
Oh.
He went to go borrow money.
제가 바닥목이 다 잡아서 빨리 갚을 수 있게.
In advance
아직도
or a
청춘이야.
raise.
무릎 고장 가서 맨 옛날식대로 아리까리 작은 고기는 다 놔주고 그래갖고 누가 돈 벌어? 양 선장 많이 벌었어?
고기로 갚든 몸으로 갚든 갚을게요, 제가.
아, 참. 가셔 가.
And he's like, just get it to your head.
지금
Nah.
한국
They feel bad. He's a good dude. He's a stand-up guy.
이제 26입니다. 저한테는 많이 아픈 손가락이라 제가 참 그냥 일어날 수가 없어서.
Damn. Oh, he's selling the boat. Oh, damn. I just realized.
Oh
동명이를
wow, a day after mine.
사흘 만에 바다에 나갔던 아빠. 아빠의 20년을 팔았다.
우리 삼남매가 들어있는 영원히 못 보낼 아빠의 금은 동어를.
And the thing is, like, a child would never understand a sacrifice like that. I sold 20 years essentially worth of memories to get you out of the situation for lack of 20 years of compliments.
오해순.
Yeah, he kept that
있으면
in his log.
귀찮고 남이 뭐라면
She's talking about him in the poem.
봄인가?
내가 집 가서 보라고 했지?
No.
형 첫사랑 맞지? 나 다 알아.
누가 너래?
Well, why else would you have me read? You want me
Yeah.
to read a poem about somebody else?
야!
I mean,
그건 아니야?
질문 금지. 너 질문 금지.
he's like, well, can I?
No more questions from you.
They're so cute.
하늘 봄 무슨 하나도 봄 아니네.
이제 소년의 손에선 석석 겨울까지 소리가 났다.
Damn.
아니
Oh, another young family though.
나라 없어지겠네.
신도 보고 싶댔잖아.
And they'll make their own memories.
Yeah, they make their
there.
own memories on the boat.
배병은 정했어요? 이름을 빨리 정해줘야 정이 더 붙지. 은영호라고. 좋네. 너무 좋네.
Very close to his sons.
운명이 더 잘 키워줄 거예요. 이거 완전 족보네요.
Plus, the boat is just serving as memories right now. Nobody really wants him
Yeah.
to work for them on the boat, so it's kind of like
뭐다 옛날식이랑.
it did for it what it needed to, for them what it needed to
진짜
at the time that it needed to.
매일 보는 우리만 몰랐다. 바다 위에서 보낸 아빠의 시간이 그토록 빠르게 흐르는 걸.
아니 돈을 어떻게 만들었냐니까.
They're not gonna tell him. Well, he's gonna find out.
배 팔았어? 배 팔았지.
Aww.
Now he's gonna feel terrible.
너 울면 아버지도 울어. 네 아버지 속으로 골몇 번 울어.
배를 왜 팔아 배를?
네가 왜 1번이 아니야?
김병의 효자 없다는 말은 있어도
아 진짜 싫다고.
그럼 어떻게 안 돼? 어떻게 여기다 둬 너를? 엄마는 원망해도 너 아버지한테 그러지 마. 네 아버지 하루에 5끼씩 먹고 사는 거 너 알아? 나는 몰라도 어떻게 아버지 원망을 해? 헛거대.
그럼 아버지 지금 뭐 하는데?
너나 잘 살아. 너나. 어? 나는 이제 뭐든지 잘해. 저쪽에 괜찮아. 생각보다 없어.
Back to her old way, yeah, hustling.
내가 큰 애들이야. 엄마야? 애기 엄마? 왜 거기 서 있어?
Damn.
여기야 여기. 우리 어머님이 예쁜 아줌마 쫓아가라고. 이런 누구야?
Oh shit.
문학소녀는
Oh, Squirtle. Oh, the time period, 1998. Oh wow. Evolved like Squirtle evolved into Blastoise.
어부 마누라가 오징어를 못 다냐? 우리 아저씨가 다 해줘서. 줄 알았네.
Nason's brag verse
이런
one.
거 하지 말라고. 선장. 지금도 선장이냐? 지금 뭐 하는지 말해봐.
Yeah, talking shit.
지금 뭐 하나?
Because she's mad that she went to go fillet her over
Yeah.
there instead of with her.
하울대.
Yeah, bragging about her family. She's awesome. Ma'am, you gonna finish filleting my fish? Yeah, the second verse.
때마다 오는 자식의 전화가
아이고 됐어. 너 금요일에 사랑한다고도 안 한대.
Yeah. She's just making it up saying I love you on the other end of the phone. Oh, he's delivering ice.
니네 순장 지나간다. 니네 순장. 행전 전화 안 와.
She didn't ever want to feel like she was ashamed of her
Uh-huh.
family.
때마다 전화 오는 건 우리 애들밖에 없어.
인생이 짜증나졌어.
아니. 아 여기 다 나 부러워해.
비싼 걸로?
왜? 볼터치한 거 같고 귀엽지.
He feels like he can't like provide or live up to
아유 참.
what he wants to do for
And he
for
feels like
them.
his wife is always the one getting them out of a bind when they end up in a bind. Like the last time she got the boat for them to get them out, and then now it's like she's hustling again because he couldn't fish.
날 들었어?
어떻게 셋 중 하나를 못 들어주고 애순이 인생 사기당했다.
No, you didn't.
아, 너무 살잖아. 알면 뭐해? 나 육지.
College poet in mainland.
열두 살도 놔준다고 해.
Even if you can't do it, just say you will. I just want to hear the words.
But nobody
Just
wants
yap.
empty words.
She did.
I want honesty.
양관식이 없었으면
And he looked out for her when she was
로
young.
살지도 못했어.
They're always giving her extra food and stuff.
Mhm.
왜 속은 내내 똑같아? 나 모르게.
That is so funny. He's always like kind of remained constant.
누구 하나 받아본 적이 없는데
나가서 빠 말아도 말고 오지 왜?
안 먹고 비싸요.
We don't got the money for that.
But it be like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta cut out the unnecessary costs until like you have it.
아버지도 계란말이 제일 좋아하시는데 어떻게 3분지 2를 숨겨놓냐? 뭔 술을 얼마나 처먹고 다니길래 아침 6시까지 자빠졌잖아. 어머니 섭섭해요. 나 밥 안 먹을래요.
What?
진짜 딸 같은 며느리가 들어왔네.
I'm confused. Is that like a stash of stuff?
Yeah,
that
the guy,
The brother?
왜 안
Yeah.
자고?
다 걸렸잖아요. 저 술 좋아하는 거. 누가 며느리한테 맥주를 짝으로 사다 줘요.
Oh,
he
he
got
bought
it
that.
for
Okay.
her.
조명 때문에 너무 힘들어요.
그 새끼 뭐 또 뭐 사고 쳐?
다닌지 모르시죠?
What? Oh, not two of them hanging out.
헌업복싱 스포츠야. 현자와 윤항규.
외로워 그래요? 그렇게 상전 노릇만 하려고 하지 말고 좀 다 나만 피해야 그냥 한번 만져보던가.
Ow.
뚝 떨어졌나 싶은 게
그래 다.
They're gonna argue about it. No, he looks like my daughter.
첫 손주 보고 싶으면 얘기해요. 접선해 줄 테니까.
That's funny, just like she did with the
방송
mom.
파라는
이제 야 너는 안 하시네. 딸 가진 아빠 마음이 별 수 있나?
너가 네 사위 나간 거 같으냐?
그럼 설날 탁구장 갈 일 없으시지?
Damn. Show some love at home. Then he won't be lonely to go play ping pong.
교육받은 너 거다. 나 대접은 받아낼까 받으라.
Oh, what?
동쪽
So this is her mother-in-law.
동쪽에 통로문에 쪽팔린 걸 지들도 알더라. 그냥 살았죠.
So
She went
they're
through the
both
same
in the
thing.
same
Yeah.
situation. Yeah.
교육받은 너 거요. 알아서 하라.
Wow. His own mom gave it to her instead of her son. Because she's like, he not gonna do nothing healthy with it. So
동진이 동생 동훈이가 전역을 해갖고 애들 다 모여갖고 그 일찍 들어올게요. 나 설사해요.
I'm confused. She said, "You don't know what your son's been up to, but I don't. What has he been doing?"
초장에 잡아야지. 초장에.
뿔소라가 팔레도 더 비싸.
홍남의 큰성 홍식이 형이 개업을 해갖고
네가 지금 홍남의 큰성 홍식이 형아 챙길 때냐?
밥 불었다.
방 좋아하지도 않는 사람한테 자꾸 위주로 참.
영화래. 오늘은 대충 놀다 와.
you gonna eat it.
Mm-hmm.
매일 밤 흘려듣던 소리가
Oh, he's selling rice cakes. That's why she said you don't even know what he's doing. Because he's just out there selling rice cakes
내
in the
자식
middle of the night.
목소리가 되니
Balut.
마음에서 떨칠 수 없게 된다.
Balut.
Yo.
He's hustling.
It is the pitch of night. I understand people have night snacks, but
우리 동네 요즘 찹쌀떡 장사 안 오죠? 그거 엉매가에서 안 오는 거란 말이에요. 감옥 갔다 왔다고 남해는 때 까먹는 낡은 나이라고 다 뺀질해요.
That's so
근데
shitty.
나가서 영수차 싫어요. 숟가락 3개만 더 놔주시면 안 돼요? 저번 날엔 술 취한 놈이 떡통을 발로
Oh
쳤고요.
man.
하면서 쓰레기 내놔달라고 한대요.
해야지. 뭐든 해야지.
yeah.
말은 그렇게 하면서
But he's gonna try to fix it, but it's like just tell him he's doing well because he's trying to
Yeah.
like make it right. Because that's what his wife would tell him if he were doing that.
아시잖아요.
Hey, bro. All right, can we not? Can we not?
She sent them money.
Hold on.
Oh, not
Bro,
again.
what the fuck?
I think the mom just sent them money too, from the money she got from the tangerine field. Please, not again. If I was her, I don't know if I could look.
Yo, I'm praying this is a misdirect and that. Oh, look at him.
뭘 배를 돌려라 말아.
한 번만 좀 돌려주세요. 한 번만. 제가 길값 다 쳐드릴게요.
He's gonna help him.
나 도동님 부산길인데. 부산길이고 나발이고 시간부터 재수 없이. 더블. 더블. 아씨, 더블을 했는데 빵꾸라네.
Okay, so he stepped up with the money and was like, I'll
Wait.
pay double for you to bring him back.
Yeah, they threw his shit off the boat.
포대에 싸서 키우셨어? 객객토만 하다 내리시네.
그렇습니다.
세상을 이기래. 그러게 왜 머리 피도 안 나네 태워가지고 내려 그래?
보통 힘들 줄 알아? 북한만 사람 주고 빠져 죽고 야만기.
Yeah, they didn't want him to go down the same path and.
오죽하면
He didn't want him to be a fisherman.
Yeah.
네가 왜?
Because you did.
그렇게 힘든 건
Why did you do it?
아버지로.
Yeah. I'm built different. He was gonna do what he had to do for his family, but like, yeah, no.
아버지는 다 했잖아. 그 죽겠는 건 아버지만.
하면 떼돈 본다 그러대. 또 한 방에 벌고 싶어서 아버지 배 찾아 주려고.
Damn.
딴 거에 딴 거.
딴 거 하면 아빠가 또 다 사주게. 찹쌀떡을 파는데 떡 파는 놈한테 다 뭐라는 줄 알아?
2개 더 드렸어요.
잔돈 됐어? 네? 엠마, 아버지한테 잘해라.
They know his father was a good father, so they just would tip him extra and stuff like that.
진짜 배 안 고픈데 이거 좀 좋아해.
너 아방한테 잘하라. 아방한테.
잘 빠면 내 통이나 사가.
And then he learned how
I don't know.
good
He
his
said, I don't know. I was
father.
told to.
그리고
Be good to your father.
아버지한테 잘하래지.
Oh, what the? Was that? He looked like Buddy from Weak Hero, or I might be tripping.
떡 사는 사람들이 하나같이 나보고 아버지한테 잘하네. 아빠가 장인이랑 짰잖아.
5,000원을 싹 갖다 뿌렸고.
우리 아파트 문이랑 탁구장이 받아먹고.
Oh wow.
So that he wouldn't know they were giving him money. They were indirectly giving him money.
Wow.
아, 알아서 해요.
Wow.
추운데 저도 돈을 좀 만져야 흥이 나지.
Wow.
So he said, so that's why it said, oh, that's what he said to her, but he went away to still help, to make it look like he wasn't helping.
공자도 사먹었던 실제는 내 아들이기만 해요.
Yeah,
He's your son too.
미운 놈이랑 얽혀가지고 진짜. 난 네가 언제부터 미웠는 줄 아냐? 알뜰하고 똘똘한 마누라 얻어걸려서 그 덕보면서 산다고 생각하니까 괜히 부하가 말똥하는 게.
But you also have a really good wife. You just treat her like garbage.
네가 다르네.
He understands.
네가 나랑 달랐네.
Mm-hmm.
아이 사람 아버지는 왜 다 해주는데 맨날 말로도 네 앞길 네 알아서 하라며. 빨리 하라. 다 크도 언제까지 다 해주게.
뭐자 커! 아직 다 못 키웠어. 어디가 낡은 다리고 감옥 쏘야. 개소리하면 다 가만 안 둬. 죽어.
Yo, that's crazy. She was afraid she was gonna lose another kid to the sea.
누가 멘탈해? 누가? 엄마 죽으라고 멘탈. 엄마한테 이제 말 안 할 거야? 엄마 미워서.
잘못했다고 해야지. 다시는 안 그런다고. 엄마한테.
아니야. 엄마가 잘못했어. 엄마 미안해. 엄마가 똑같으라고.
그것 좀 하지 말라고. 엄마.
난 네가 명마의 자식이라서 그래. 네 아버지 양관식이 성실한 건 감히 한 톨도 무시해서는 안 될 급이더라고.
여긴 뭘 나만 보면 잔소리부터 안 달랐어요.
네 엄마 아버지가 나이 시네.
아 내가 쫓았어요. IMF가 쫓았지.
Yo, they're still young. They're in their 50s. I was thinking that they were in their 60s for some reason, but they worked hard lives, so they,
시절은 여지없이
you know,
They
you
look
age,
older.
you look older. No, it's the year 2000.
말이 돼? 우리는 1950년대부터 같이 있었는데, 그치?
It's crazy.
내가 딱 보니까 밀레니엄에 우리 집에서 뭔가 터질 것 같아. 바닥을 쳤으니까
Yeah.
식구 대신 싹 다 실직하기가 쉬워.
당신은 참 어이없이 잘 웃어.
I was just gonna say, what's Gum Young up to? Because they didn't show her all episode, but I do like that. You know, they don't like
Focus entirely on her.
not that, but like burden her with what they have going on
Oh,
in
yeah.
that household.
나타샤다. 나타샤 국수 또 나왔다.
부선이네 국수 맛은 있겠다. 꼭 눈으로 먹는 것 같아. 전부 눈으로 하는 시대가 올 것 같지 않아? 발로 안 뛰고 눈으로 먹고 눈으로 배우고 눈으로
Yeah.
먹고.
Yeah, like VR.
But
pretend.
또 막 사업 아이템이 막 떠올라?
둘의 재배치가 일어나지 않을까?
원래가 태평소인데 영웅 호걸이 그닥지 안 나와. 가자자.
파도에 쓸리느냐 파도에 올라타느냐 주자의
That's crazy.
몫이
the,
IMF 때문에 붙었지. 1년에 한 번으로 바뀌었다니까.
what exam?
지점 다 했지. 이겼어.
근데 엄마 붙었다고 해야지 왜 자꾸 이겼다고 해?
She was studying for was like a college entrance exam or something?
Yeah.
그게 우리 인생이 어딨다고. 네 서방은 아직도 네가 쌀 한 포대 못 주는 줄 알잖아. 너 쉰 노래하는 거는 삼동네가 다 알았는데 왜 안 써?
한 문이 닫히면 반드시 다른 문이 소리를 낸다.
She about to pull out all her poems. Oh, the My First Love poem.
And that's why he asked, "Is this my first love?" Because she abbreviated
새
it.
눈밭 같은 첫 장이 펼쳐지고
Oh no, she's gonna start writing again.
Is that an application?
이 운명은 몰라.
Applying for a loan.
멈춰있던 배는 다시 두근두근
Or he's
고동소리를
investing in something.
양 선장. 아버지 노릇도 한 방이야.
Oh no.
새천년의 겨울 사고 칠 준비를 하고 있었다.
So they're all just motivated.
여있다
Yeah. So he got a new boat, is what I'm assuming.
I think he got a new boat, and then she started writing again. And then the daughter's also trying to cook up some idea.
Yeah.
Was it that the phone wouldn't turn? Was that what she was?
I don't
looking
know
at?
what she was doing.
That was a great episode.
This show is way too good. I like how I like how in one episode they managed to deal with the issue of how they treated Young growing up and how it led to him being how he was as an adult, because he was explaining to them, he was like, you know, you don't pour love into your kid, you don't help them grow. Like, I get that he has accountability, but the amount of love and support that they gave
Your daughter.
Gum Young versus him led to her being more successful as an adult. Even if you don't think that it does, it still plays a role in how successful your kid's gonna be if you give one more support than the other. And then that's why he ended up getting mixed up in things that got him jammed up and got him in trouble. And it's just, he's just trying to prove himself to his parents constantly. Like, I'm constantly trying to prove my worth, and you're not taking me serious. Whenever he would talk about something, she would bring up Gum Young. And then that's why he's like, all right, well, I gotta do what I gotta do to take care of my family. I'm just gonna emulate what I saw my father do. So, well, my father and my mother, which is why he was out hustling, selling rice cakes. And he's like, all right, I'm gonna go out to sea. And then that's when they kind of have the oh shit moment of like, fuck, like, no, that's not what we want for you. We did that so that you wouldn't have to live that kind of life. And you know, that's why she went and apologized to him. And it's like, I appreciate that she went and said sorry. And I'm tired of this show making me cry, bro. Them spending all the money to like buy all the rice cakes so that he wouldn't see it as a handout. Like them just giving him money. Like he's still going out there, but
hustling, but
selling, still technically selling, even though they paid for all of it. Like,
but one thing I will say, and I agree, is it's really hard as a parent, I would say, to balance a child who's can do academically well naturally versus like one who doesn't. Because the thing is, like, it can go one of two ways. It can go where you praise the one that does well academically more, because, you know, naturally that's going to happen when you have one excelling in school and then the other one is not as, you know, gifted academically. But then it's like you don't want to praise the one that's not doing as well in school too much, because then the one that's doing better in school, you don't want them to feel like less motivated to still do as good. So that part, I can see how, you know, on the outside looking in, it's like, yeah, give kids equal love. And it's like, yeah, give them equal love. But then it can get tough, like when one is excelling and the other.
I disagree, because it's not about praising one more than the other. It's the fact that they were essentially ignoring him. It was like, okay, like,
no, I agree with,
so
I
they
agree
were
with that
they were
part.
ignoring him, and then anytime he would say something, they would bring up how the sister's better than him. That's totally different.
Yeah, the comparing.
Like, of course you're not gonna praise the like bad grades and stuff, but that doesn't mean you stop motivating them and pouring love into them and acting like you care. Like, he shows her the test score, she's like, oh wow, it went up 10 points, and then like she immediately like brushes it off to the side when Gum Young brings in the paper with like all 99s and 100s and stuff like that. That's what was demoralizing. It's not the fact that like it's not about balancing praise. It's about still not ignoring the fact that you have another kid. And part of it that played into it, like especially with the birthday stuff, is like
they would grieve around the time of
correct
his birthday.
And like the role and the gender roles and stuff like that. And dad's like, what are you crying for? There's a lot of things that played into it.
Yeah, and I'm not discounting that part, and I wasn't even touching on any of that. I was just saying that some parents will also like fail to understand that naturally it is difficult to give equal acknowledgement. The comparing part, that shouldn't happen. But as far as the acknowledging part, that can become a little challenging when you have one child that excels academically than the other. That's all I was saying about that.
But again, I'm
part.
saying I don't think so, because she could have given him the same amount of praise for improving his score. Like, oh wow, like you're doing really good, keep it up. Instead of being like, oh wow.
And she
10
started
points.
to, but then the daughter walked up right behind at that point, and then she's like, oh wow, she only got one wrong. I don't think it was intentional.
It's not, but it's still the
moment.
responsibility of the adult to pay attention to that, is what I'm saying. That is still your responsibility as a parent. So, and the fact that she acknowledges that, it shows growth. She's like, okay, like I see I messed up.
How these things led to that thing. But the child also acknowledged, wow, my parents were really hard workers and I've been a brat sometimes. Like, while they're focused on working hard and providing me and my sister like a good life, yes, they could have given him more like praise and acknowledgement and affirmation. Yes, they messed up on that part, but he was also very, very ungrateful for the things that his parents sacrificed for the two of them. And even through it all, when you got in trouble, they did what they had to do to get you out, even if you were in the wrong. Whether he was acknowledged growing up or not, they still would have done what they had to do to get him out of the situation he was in. Because that's just the type of people that they were. And I just think that, like, from a parent perspective, it's like, yes, they could have done more for him as parents on the affirmation part of it and making him feel loved part of it. But sometimes I'm just saying those things are easier said when you have a hard life and you're just so focused on providing and making sure your household is running, and then it's easier to constantly think of the one child who's doing well instead of like putting your foot forward for the child who probably needs more acknowledgement because you're always acknowledging one and not the other. Like all of that part I agree with. I'm just saying that he was also bratty in some ways.
But again, he's a brat, Shura, because they're ignoring him. They literally showed you the episode. He's like, okay, in my mind, I'm like, how hard is it to give me the same kind of pork cutlets that you give dad and my sister? Why I gotta eat leftovers? That should not happen. So yes, he's gonna be a brat. Like, the actions of the adults directly led to his reactions as a child. Why, as a child, do I see you treating me different than my sister? Yeah, it's gonna piss me off. That leads to him being a brat.
And I agree
but
with
he understands. That doesn't mean that he doesn't, as he grows older, that doesn't mean that he didn't understand how hard they worked. Yeah, he learned it and he was mad that they sold the boat because he made a mistake. Like, he took accountability. He was like, damn, you guys sold the boat for me. He's like, why would you do that? Like, you didn't have to do that. Like, I would have figured it out. Like, as he got older, you know, he understands. Like, whether or not he would have is a moot point because he understands. But the whole catalyst for all of this is him growing up. Kids see everything. You treat me different than my siblings, it's going to affect how I grow up. Like, even if it's minuscule, right? Like, you'll see it, and we've seen it. So I don't blame him.
But I also didn't get to finish my point. Another part of my point is that also higher expectations are put typically on the one that is excelling. So they would have let him slide with a lot of stuff that he was doing because he also, usually when you have a child that's excelling more than the other, yes, you praise them more, but you also have higher expectations of that kid than the other one that is like, okay, yeah, he got to see, that's good for him. And then the other kid sometimes can feel like, well, dang, well, they get to see and they just get to kind of chill. And then all of this is kind of, the pressure of the other one is like high because, so I'm saying it can backfire. In this particular situation, it didn't. But I'm just saying,
yeah,
in general,
I'm gonna say we gotta keep it in context of the show.
Yes, I know, but I'm just saying, like, it's easier to say, oh, like this kid, I need to give them equal love as this one, but then it could have gone away where she was like, oh, my brother gets all the same treatment as me, why am I working so hard? So I'm just saying it can go a lot of different ways. So I think it's always easier said, like, in this situation we can look at it and say, oh yeah, they should have did this with the son and then it would have worked out X, Y, and Z way, but you changed certain actions in one aspect and then it could have affected her differently. So all I'm saying is it's just easier said to say, like, oh, we can do this with this kid and then both would have turned out fine, or they could have done all that stuff with him and then she may have not. So it's just,
but it's easier said than done. But that still doesn't change the fact that you don't treat children different.
But I already agreed with that.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. In context of the show, the characters agreed, yo, we messed up. Like, and she even said, that was my greatest fear. Like, what if I'm not a good mom? And again, part of it to me is that she lived vicariously through Gum-young a little bit because Gum-young got to accomplish a lot of the things that she wanted to accomplish. And it's like this is my pride and joy. Like, she got to do all the things that I didn't. And even as a child, Gum-young understood, like, hey, you know, like, our parents are very sad because she's the older one. She was older when it happened. She understands death a little bit more than her brother would. So she's like, hey, we have to, this is also a part of it. And it's like, we have to do our best to make them happy.
Right.
And it's like, you know, so innately,
and the mom did show up for the son too.
Yeah,
when she thought he got an award, she went to his school. He lied to her. Yeah. So it's like that. We're not gonna pretend like the parents just didn't acknowledge him like at all. Like, he lied to her and told her he was
That's
getting
not what
an
I
award.
said. That's not what I said. But throughout the show, we even said it. Like, you can tell
you could tell there was a
favoritism.
difference in treatment, but I'm just saying that the mom, if the son did something well, or thought he did something well, she did try to show up for him. Like when he's like, oh, I got an award at school, and then I travel all the way to the school and I find out I'm actually at a parent-teacher conference and you're getting reprimanded for freaking selling stuff off people's cars, and they let him off easy for that. So all I'm saying is that yes, they could have done things a lot well, but there is still a certain level of accountability on his part, is all I'm saying. That where it's like, okay, yeah, my mom came out to the school when she thought I got an award, which is the same thing she would have done for his sister, but because you're constantly acting out for attention, is like that negative attention.
Correct.
You don't really want to give attention to, so then it becomes like a difficult balancing act.
I think the part that you're not really like grasping is the only reason he's like that is because he was a teenager at that point. 10 years had already passed since his brother died.
Mm-hmm.
So the prior 10 years of treatment is what led him to be a little shithead. And he constantly said it. What's up, Gum Young's mom? He would always say it. How he was treated as a child directly affected how he became throughout puberty and all of that. So the main point of it, yeah, he has to have accountability, but I put the main source of accountability on the parents. Now, him being an adult, he took accountability for his actions. He was already like, y'all, let me figure it out. Yes, we know he wasn't gonna figure it out, and parents being parents, they're gonna love their kid and take care of them no matter what. But
he also didn't think he was worth it, and they showed him that.
Correct.
They showed him that you are worth it. That's why he's like, why would you do this for me? I'm not Goom Young. It's kind of like the energy he was giving. And they're like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Her. We love you and we're sorry.
We love you just as much.
Correct. And
even
we're
though
sorry.
they may have not shown it as much, they love
And that's why it's important. And that is why it's important. But all in all, that was a beautiful episode. So we got 2 left. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. This is probably like my second favorite K-drama behind The Glory.
I can agree with that.
Hey, y'all know I don't be doing the mushy gushy stuff, but
it's because it's very relatable.
I think this is handled so well and like with so much tact that it is just amazing. But okay, that is gonna be it for episode 14, and on to the next. Always like, subscribe, follow on all socials, YaBoyRoshi, and subscribe, share links down below. Check out the merch link, that's also down below. But that's all we got for you guys today. Hope you have a great day. We'll catch you guys next time.
Peace.